Okie dokie.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The South's commercial bill flamethrower. Bossman in the BAM. WBOSS Bossman Radio. Studio C. Two guys who ask, wonder what they're doing in T-Town right now. Not this. It's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Monday morning and welcome. After a week off to Drive Time. Drive Time brought to you by Jim Peach Motors and Peach Chevrolet. Good morning, Kathy Tolan. We are glad to be back. Good morning, Dava. Good morning, JP the coach. Hot Rod. Good morning, Butch. Good morning, Becky Whitfield. Good morning to you. Fuquay. Good morning. Pam Driscoll. Susan Rhodes. Kay Luttrell. Baxley Hall. Good morning, Baxley. Raj. Good morning, Raj. MC. Good morning, MC. Daniel Smith. Tip Wagner. Wanda Green. Miss Carol. Good morning, Miss Carol. Johnny Sims. Miss Gail. Good morning to you, and we are glad to be back. Elizabeth Godwin Bush. Good morning. Tracy Miller, good morning. Ron Kennedy, good morning to you. Kane Dickey, good morning, Daddy. See Justin Smith, Naomi Lindsay, Sarju Patel, Miss James, good morning, Miss James. Kristen Kennedy, good morning to you. Jake Hodge, Tracy Steele, Wanda Green, great crowd in here this morning. Susie Bush, Jeff Booker, good morning. Jesse James, good morning. Eddie Bernard, good morning. Robbie Crenshaw, Bo Newton, they keep coming. Talisha Robinson, good morning. Douglas Kelly, Jolene Atkinson, good morning. Let's see, Sean Havard, Lisa Tyndall, Crystal Clemens, Matt Carter, and Amanda O'Gwen. Good morning, and good morning, Ken.
Good morning, DJ. And how was your vacation?
My battery's on full charge right now. It was great to be away. Missed everybody here, but it was good. Yours?
My battery was on recharge, and I didn't want to come back. But don't get me wrong, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to see everybody this morning. The Drive Time fam show up, and it's good to be back. One thing I will say is vacations are meant to go off and recharge and want to come back. And I recharged, but I just didn't necessarily. They're never long enough.
They're never long enough. It was
they just aren't. I don't know why. They don't work out that way for me for some reason.
Good morning, Booker. Marshall Bracken, Chris Neal. Good morning, each of you.
But I know one thing. I know that we had a big time, and was glad to went and spend some time doing whatever, and really didn't do a whole lot, but did get to see the Blue Angels over the weekend, and that's always a big time. And got to spend some time with AC, Alan Cook. And his family. Got to see Colette. Hadn't seen Colette in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen Landon in longer than that. So a big time we had at the beach this week. So, like I said, I'm just not sure if the battery is charged up. Well, it's charged, but it better be charged because, hey, it's downhill from here. We got football's just right around the corner.
It'll be here before you know it.
And you know how that goes. Who knows what's going to happen there?
Taylor Zimmerman in. Good morning.
Good morning, Taylor. And I want to congratulate Taylor and Corey on the upcoming birth of a little girl, I believe it was.
Girl.
Yeah.
We got to share in the gender reveal there at the Blue Angels, and that was a pretty cool way to do it.
That was. What was that? Was that a water gun?
Water guns.
Was that food coloring or something?
I guess it had to be. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That was pretty neat.
Good morning, Bryce. Good morning,
Chef
Stokes.
Adam. Good morning to you. Matt Carter wants to know, is the feud over? No.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? And it's not over now.
No, the feud's not over. The feud will never be over.
Never
be over.
Derek Hodges.
Ever. So, good morning, Sandra Neely. I saw Baxley Hall and Mary Challen post some pictures up from the Blues over the weekend. But, of course, a lot of people were down at the Blues over the weekend.
Golly, the pictures. I mean, they were amazing in terms of the number of people that took in that event. I've never been, had an opportunity to go, this weekend with you, and I appreciate the invite. It didn't work out for a number of reasons, but yeah, I got to get that off my bucket list.
Oh, well, it's something. I mean, it is. Now, Jesse James wanted to point this out. The feud between Jesse and DJ was all in fun.
Yes.
So, anybody had any other?
The only one I really don't like is T-Bone.
Yeah.
Me and JJ are cool.
Yeah, that was all just a big time was all that was. But
good morning, Mimi.
Manasco wants to know, was the war over after the kick six?
That was a big shot.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was not. But 6 more Saturdays before the Eagle flies, according to Timmy Wiggins. Good morning from Charleston, South Carolina. Kevin Douglas says, good morning to you, Tammy Salter. Michael Robinson, Hazel. Good morning, Hazel. JP, the coach. There he is. Tanya himself in on the call this morning. But he ain't. Wait a minute.
How did we know that?
No. I need to go ahead, because I didn't do this morning. I need to go ahead and just pair it on up, because I know good and well that it ain't going to be long, and he'll be firing right on in here. I actually forgot to do this when we got cranked up this morning. So, and it may not. Okay. Success. Connection unsuccessful. Maybe it won't work.
Good morning, Earl. Good morning,
see.
Kathy Douglas. Hal in. Good morning, Hal.
Okay, well, I know it's turned on and I know it's in range. If it's not, let me hold this down a little longer and see. Okay, that turned it off. I know that's not right.
Oh, we've picked up where we left off.
Yes, we have. You know, hey, if this doesn't work, that's actually a good thing. So I'm not going to get bent out of shape about that.
We will have to have it fixed by Friday. We have a very special guest going to call in here Friday. That's going to be one you're going to want to tune in for.
Well, it should be working. I don't know why it's not. This is just something
Space Coast Stadium. All right. TBN. Good morning, TB. Good morning, Sherry Weaver. Leroy Steele, thanks for being in with us this morning.
Let's see here if we can get it to do right this time. Don't you love it when it says, make sure it's within range?
And you're a half a foot away from it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be no closer to it. Success. I tell you what, let's do. Let's just forget it. Let's see if it'll discover it. How about that? Yeah, we have picked up right where we left off. You hit that on the head.
Good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Margaret. And good morning, Elizabeth Crosby Mitchell.
There it is. Let's see if it'll connect.
Did it sync up?
I don't know. It's trying. The wheels are spinning. Allow.
Good morning, Josh.
Yeah. Okay. So never fear, Tanya.
We're good there.
We're good. Do we want to tell who that special guest is coming in on Friday morning?
Why not?
Go ahead. You the one who got it set up. I'm all about it.
Friday, right here on Drive Time, around 7:45-ish, calling into the show will be Scott Fountain, assistant football coach at the University of Georgia. and of course, a resident here and an alum of WSNL High School. Really looking forward to catching up with Coach Fountain, hearing some, maybe get some inside scoop from the Bulldogs. Of course, lost in the national championship game last year to the University of Alabama. And starting SEC Media Days this morning, I think will be the odds-on favorites to, of course, win the East again. So mighty good of Scott to take some time out Friday and spend with us. So make sure you're here in on drive time to hear from Coach Scott Fountain. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Good morning, Sarju Patel. Whitney, good morning, sister.
Good morning, Whitney.
Josh Godwin, Ron can check medulla oblongata.
Man.
Chris Wilson, Kathy Mack. Good morning, Kathy Mack. Susie Bush, LaShonda, Life Changer. Good morning. Welcome back. Thank you, Kathy. Jonathan Wetzel, good morning to you. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be big.
That medulla oblongata, I'm going to tell you, the first half of my vacation, Was
you down?
I was down, man. I'll tell you, I took a beating. Thank God for the sandbar, the second sandbar.
I was going to say.
Therapeutic place.
The second sandbar looked like Ron came out to help you a couple times.
Ron was there. I can always count on Ron, and you never know who you'll run into out there. I met somebody else that kind of helped salve the wounds a little bit.
Did you just say salve?
Winning. You just never know, man. You never know.
Just dive it on a little bit.
Things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason.
Oh, man. Salve. The Burt's Beeswax. Good morning, Sherry. Cousin Sherry Hart in this morning. Good morning, Sherry. Came looking for him, but he wasn't there. Well, I'm sorry. You know how it is, Jess. I mean, sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. And I
did appreciate Kinsley throwing me a bone. She did. She came out and tried to find her old buddy, and I appreciate it. But it's all good.
You just weren't there.
Yeah, it's all good. Good morning, Ashley. John Commander in. Good morning, John.
A bunch of craziness going on here on my phone.
What time did you get down and set up for the Blues on Saturday?
Okay, so we left
Navarra.
Hold on just a second here. I'm trying to find.
Easy, Kane. Easy, Kane. Good morning, Jessica.
Okay, so I've completely lost. Wait, there it is.
Are we still hot?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll say a bad word just to test. If I do.
No, we are.
Okay. Then I won't.
Wait. We
Morning,
were.
Donna.
I don't know if we are now. We were.
Do you mean to say a bad word to see if anybody can hear it?
Well, I think we're good. Yeah, so we left out at 6:30-ish.
From Navarra.
Yes. And we thought that would be plenty of time to get down there and get into some of that shallower water.
How long of a boat ride is it from Navarra to
20 minutes.
It's not bad.
Doing 55.
Oh, wow. You can run that fast?
Yeah, you don't have to stop. There's not any no wake zones between here and Navarre.
Okay.
Navarre and Pensacola.
Yeah.
So we get down there at 7:15-ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's nothing. There's not a spot available anywhere to put a boat in any type of shallow water. We were in 15 foot of water.
Do you have an area in the past that you have gone to traditionally?
Oh, yeah. Right behind Flounders, that Captain Fund part of the boardwalk. You can pull up in that shallow water right there.
And there was no chance of getting in there at 7:15.
There was zero chance. Let me tell you this. There was zero chance of getting out of there. Okay, so if you were up in there until everybody decided to start leaving,
You were there.
You were there.
Did y'all take plenty of snacks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were good there.
Okay.
Yeah, we were good. I want to say we left about 4 o'clock. But, I mean, where we were at, we could leave whenever we got ready. They have a ferry now that comes from, like, Gulf Breeze and Pensacola and all that back and forth. And it pulls up right there in the middle of the boardwalk right behind Quietwater Beach.
Yeah.
And that ferry is big. I mean, big. So, you know, it was one of those situations where we kind of were just happy to have been able to get a spot and didn't realize that things had changed as much as they have down there. Yeah. They've changed a lot. I mean, they got a place that they, just like they did at Crab Island, you'll have them, they got a part of Crab Island now that's you can't go in the middle of. You can't anchor your boat off. Well, same thing with Pensacola Beach down there now. Well, behind Quietwater Beach, there's parts of it you can't anchor off in anymore because of that ferry comes in and out of there. Okay. So, and the Coast Guard was out in full effect, let me tell you.
I bet.
I mean, they were, I'm talking about M60s on the front of the on the front of the boats, the whole 9 yards.
They weren't playing around.
Yeah. Well, they were playing, but they were, you know, they were enjoying the scenery. Let me say that.
Did it seem to be that everybody was behaving?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Did you make your way to Cougar Beach?
I did not. I do know that Cougar Beach was up and running. I did not make it over there. And I did not, but I do know it was up and running as my brother was over on that side of the island, so to speak, and they were over there set up next to Cougar Beach. So, how was Ostrich point of view from the sandbar, second sandbar?
The second sandbar, it's always great. My fear is that, like Crab Island, like it happened there behind Flounders, it'll become a little more commercialized and take away the
ambiance.
Yeah.
I mean, the second sandbar has always been just kind of a local thing.
Yeah.
You had to know about the second sandbar.
Yeah. So this.
All right, Butcher, got to slang some hogwash. Well, go ahead. Have a good one.
Gonna be a long day.
Yeah. Tip Wagner, good morning to you. Brandon Swain. Sarge said Dippin had to take the ferry Friday. He said it was great. I tell you what, I'm going to be honest, that thing's big. A big catamaran. And that guy driving it, woo, that man can move a boat now.
When does the flying part of the show start?
Well, they have these planes, these little stunt planes and biplanes and all that kind of stuff that do all these, stuff. But I mean, that's not what everybody's there for. Everybody's there for 2 o'clock. That's when the Blues fly.
So you're there you got there at 7:30, 7:15.
Oh, yeah. And you're there.
Tailgate until the Blues come in at 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Tailgate.
How long do they perform?
About 45 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
And let me say this, and I'm not, well, maybe I'm being patriotic, but I don't care. If you've never had a chance to see that,
I've never seen it,
then you don't understand what the capability of the United States military really is until you see that. Because if you looked in the rearview mirror, if you were in a jet from another country and you looked in the rearview mirror and you saw that, I'm here to tell you that your day would get bad real quick. You would not like what you've seen in the rearview mirror because those guys could put a hurting on you in a heartbeat. In a heart. Yeah. They're flying 18 inches apart.
Is that how close they are?
4 jets.
18 inches?
18 inches.
I'm out on that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm out.
I mean, and then when all 6 of them come in there, they're flying 18 inches apart. I mean, it's amazing.
I don't see how you do that the first time. I don't
think they do it the first time. I think they have to work into that as the season goes on. But typically for that beach show, they're ready. They're ready to go. And it's something. And I'm gonna tell you this, don't get me wrong, it's great to watch from the beach. It's even better to watch from a boat. Yeah. Just because there's just so many boats out there and so many people having a good time. We had people tied up to us we didn't even know. Yeah. And everybody's behaving. Now we knew AC in them, but of course on the other side of them was people we didn't even know who they were. They just couldn't get anchored down, so we tied them up to us.
Do you have any music?
Oh, we had plenty of music. Yeah. We had plenty of music. We when the Blues started flying, everybody wanted to hear Top Gun. That's all they kept on was Top Gun. So had to put a little danger zone on.
Did you accommodate them?
Yeah, we had to accommodate on that. We had a Top Gun soundtrack doing a deal.
Did you have the woofers and the subwoofers?
Yes, to all of the above. We had, but I tell you what, I think next year I'm going to take my generator. I've already thought about this. I'm going to take my generator. I'm going to set a PA up. I'm going to just put those big black Widow PVs on the front of that boat. Get out there and just blow everybody out with a microphone and just I'll tell you what we ought to do. We ought to go down and do Drive Time live from the Cutting Heads.
Yeah. There you go.
And do it out there with the speakers and talk about what's happening while the Blues are flying.
That'd work.
Coming in now is number 5 at right before Mach 1 speed. So I want to ask this question, okay? I saw over the weekend where I was just clicking some channels and I got to watching Grease. And of course, every time we ever mention this show just derails completely. So I don't even know why I mentioned this, but I want to ask this question, okay? I paid particular attention, okay, to the scene where Zuko comes in on top of the engine during the singing of Grease Lightning.
They're in the shop.
In the shop.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, my question is this. What size motor are you going to come in on? I don't know what size motor that was, but I know it's a big one. I can tell you that. Okay. So what size motor do you cut? And let me tell you this. I have a special guest coming up too.
This week?
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
I have a special guest coming up too. And I promise you, maybe not in the sporting world, but in some of the circles we run in, my special guest is going to be as good, I promise you. Especially when they walk in here and sit down in this chair between you and I. I don't know if you'll be able to stand it. You might have to get up and...
You going to give me a heads up?
I'm not even going to let you know. When they show up, they're just going to show up. So...
Wow.
You might be stranded at the drive-in.
Man, it's getting hot in here. Woo. That AC still working?
I'm telling you, man. I mean, can I get
a... Woo.
Yeah, you better get ready for that one. Holly Hart, Shirley, good morning. Wendy Willis, Kristen Kennedy.
Nothing like breaking out in the hives on a Monday morning.
Yeah, well, get ready. That's all I can tell you. How about, I wonder if that class of 92 could do the Grease Redux from the second sandbar. That would be actually something to see, would it not?
I know one of them that could.
I'm sure of that. So, but yeah, getting back to something else we've been working on too. We got to get back to work on the drive in. We're going to make that happen in sometime here very soon. And I would think that sooner than later would be better. What do you think?
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a big time.
Look at that. Why do Bruton roads flood so bad today? Well,
sandbags out at Willie's.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought they actually done a pretty good job of getting all these roads to kind of drain better than they used to. I mean, I know they got to be somewhat better than what they used to be anyway. Big Lou, good morning. Rebecca Whitfield, Mike Cantrell, good morning. Put some salve on those hives.
Oof.
Salve.
Oof.
The way you come in this morning with a smile on your face, I'm guessing that maybe you had a little salve over the weekend.
Well, I mean, the second sandbar, I said, it was a lot of people knocked it. A lot of people made fun of it, but you just never know who may show up out there.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
You just never know.
You never can tell.
You never can tell.
So what else did you do over vacation time besides salmon and some sandbar.
Did some good eating. They had a good time at the beach. Spent yesterday with a friend of mine on the river. Had a good time there doing that as well. And just a lot of R&R, really.
Well, I tell you, that's what it's about, because I think we're about to hit a home stretch here that's going to be kind of busy between now and October, November.
Went with Stokes Friday, got his wisdom teeth cut out. For those, I've never had mine cut out, but
I did see a video from that was pretty good.
He did well, had a little loopy when he came out. Wasn't quite in his right mind, but he bounced back relatively quick and had a decent weekend in recovery, I guess.
Yeah. So that was, I thought that video was quite funny.
His mother was a little surprised at some of his language on it. And it just happens, he's outside of his mind.
I see Lisa Hart. Good morning, Lisa. They had the big Billfish tournament down this weekend.
I enjoyed following some of that. There was a lot of videos on.
Sure.
Of course, last night the TV and the big marlin that came in, almost 800 pounds. I don't know.
795 pounds.
I don't know how big they typically get, but that was
of course Rachel's husband, Capper Ivy, caught a big fish.
I think they finished third, maybe.
Right at 600 pounds. Yeah.
I had no idea there was that kind of money involved in it with a Calcutta or Catalina, whatever they call it.
Big Calcutta. Big money. Big money.
Big money. I had no idea.
Yeah, lot of money involved. Listen, you'd be surprised what it costs to take one of those boats out there and chase those doggone things.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can imagine.
Tell you right now, I wouldn't want to be.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I wouldn't want to have to do it.
Well, the guy,
pay for it anyway.
I guess the owner of the boat that landed the fish that won, he was kind of recapping the story, and he said that his daughter came in and woke him up at 6 a.m. And when I heard that, I'm like, whoa. You're spending the night out there. And evidently it was multiple nights, 3 nights maybe. I'm like, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
I would never, ever spend 3 nights out on a dang boat trying to catch a fish, trying to kill a fish.
Well, they take fuel bladders out with them and take extra fuel on the boat and have fuel bladders where they can, like fuel, but keep that thing going.
Yeah. No.
You couldn't do that?
One of our locals, thankfully, everything's going to be fine, had some boat issues. It was Saturday. Frank Nolte. He and Mooney and I think Ladd Sawyer were all as part of that fishing group, and they were in the tournament. I think they had I don't know if it was a tuna or a dolphin or something, but had a nice fish that was probably going to be close to placing, if not placing, but they started taking on water and missed the deadline for weigh-in.
Really?
If I understood it correctly, in the hull there's lights or something maybe.
Yeah.
And one of the lights popped out, and it was a 4-inch hole. And here they come. I think they were pretty close to the intercoastal waterway maybe, and they were taken care of. But if they'd have been out, the way I understood it, if they'd have been out, 60, 70, 100 miles,
whatever, been in trouble.
They'd have been in big trouble.
Yeah.
So certainly thankful that that didn't turn into a real bad situation any worse than it was, but pretty scary.
Yeah, that is. Good morning, Monica Williams Graydon, Juan Johnson, Coach J in.
What's up, Coach? Courtney
Peavy, Carolyn Kennedy, Allie Sawyer, Jake Lambert, Tiffany Capers. Yeah. A couple of years ago, a guy that won that thing down there won it in the center console.
Wow. How's that possible?
I don't know. He stayed out there for 2 or 3 days. He come up there.
He stayed out there in the center console for 2 or 3 days?
38-footer. And come dragging a marlin up there that won the thing. Hey, listen, and the bad thing is, after he got through winning that, what is it, $300,000-$400,000, whatever it was, he won and all this kind of stuff. He's leaving, pulling his boat out of there. He gets pulled over by DOT or somebody and gets a ticket for the boat being too wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that's always fun. Leave on a high.
Man, center console.
Yeah. You wouldn't do that?
No.
Throw a beanbag down and get laid up? I mean, you couldn't do that?
Out.
Good morning, Coach Edge. Good morning, Lisa Hart. I tell you what, Lisa, she had some celebs in over the week down with her.
Yes, she did. One of the New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was in, and like they had a big week in terms of traffic through the market, and happy for that and happy for them.
Yeah, I mean that's always a big time.
I'll tell you something else I noticed on a lot of the pictures this weekend from the fishing tournament, from the Blues. The 251 hats have kind of taken off. I bet I saw pictures of 15 different people wearing them.
Why wouldn't?
At least.
Why wouldn't?
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm happy.
I'm not saying it because I'm not saying.
No.
I'm certainly not saying that because of us. I'm just saying that they're great hats.
They're great hats, and it's just a great project.
It is.
Now, the children's hospitals benefit,
they wear great.
Yeah,
and they feel great, and you know.
But I saw, Chris Parker was out, and I saw his wife and his sister-in-law had them on. I saw a picture of Sherry Parker DeMario and her husband. They had them on, and I think they were down at the Marlin tournament. I saw several people had them on. I liked it.
I do too.
Matter
of fact, I
need to get you one.
I'm gonna get with Colin. I told Jess over the weekend I'm gonna get with Colin and see about having them on BMP's website for sale.
Yeah. I
mean, I know they got a website, as well too. But I mean, hey, it's always fun to be able to do that. And we're about to have shirts and hats and all this kind of stuff available on our website. We've got some shirts being made that if you went to the bash and you want it that says I survived the Dash Bash 2018, we got some being designed as we speak. So
a lot of big things coming.
Yeah, I mean, that and we got to, once we got to iron out some details, but I think we got a pretty big announcement coming. Yeah,
that's going to be exciting. Looking forward to that. We don't want to tip our hand too quick, but there's some big news coming.
There's some big news coming that I think that people are going to be happy and surprised and shocked and
a little bit all of it.
All this at the same time.
You just never know.
You might need some salve.
You just never know.
I saw a monkey.
Speaking of Weeze, wonder where old Tars Dan is. I hadn't seen him in, and of course we ain't been in a week and a half. But I tell you what, I enjoyed that show. I went back and watched that show last week. I would tell you something else I did. I was uploading some podcasts to the podcast channel. If you hadn't checked out the podcast channel, if you missed the show, you're riding down the road, check out the BMP podcast. You can. It's on iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. But check it out. You can download all these shows and listen to them riding down the road. I mean, you don't want to look at us anyway, so you can, what have you. Anyway, I went back and was uploading some podcasts and got to listening to when Dan was on here. And I want to tell you something. We laughed and laughed and laughed. And then we got to listen to the one where things just kind of ran off the rails with the whole Grease thing and all this kind of deal. And I mean, of course, this run off the rails with Grease about 8 different times. Yeah. But I will, to Good Morning Larry Murphy, Andrew Robinson, Allison Mulder, I tell you this. I do want to do this. Not this Friday, but next Friday. I think it's time for another Name That Tune challenge.
All right. That was a lot of fun the first time.
Yeah. I think it's time. Now,
let's do that.
Hadn't made up my mind if we're going to do movie, like theme songs, or, last time it was television theme songs. I hadn't made up my mind what we're going to do on that just yet. Hey, and I'm glad you did that or posted that, LaShonda. Women to Women is having a school supplies drive, culminating with the block party on, I think it's July 28th.
And they've done this for a couple of years, if not several.
Yes. Also have another barbecue cook-off.
Yes. Get you a gallon of milk.
If I'm asked to be a judge, let me know ahead of time where I can stop by and get a gallon of milk and bring with me. Not because the barbecue was bad, it was great, but because I'm going to tell you something, that spice, boy, I'll tell you right now, I got on some spicy stuff. It was, whew.
I bet they'll have you back as a judge. You did a good job.
I would love it. Yeah. I would be glad to do it. But Main Street Urgent Care, Susan Rhodes and the great folks up there is a drop-off point for the school supplies drive. So if you've had a chance, or you might have some at some supplies or things that these kids could use at the house, please drop them off up there and let them know that's what it's for. They'll be happy to take it, and it will get to the right place. And we'll make sure that. And I tell you what, man, what would we do without Raj? We need to pause. How many seconds, DJ?
Let's pause 10 seconds.
For a
station identification.
Station identification.
WBOSS Bossman Radio.
Thank you, Raj. And I'll tell you something else, too, since he brought it up. We hadn't done this either. So let's check this out and see what the
I bet it's 81 degrees.
Kind of mood he's in this morning.
Be safe. Store your valuables in one of our safe deposit boxes before you go on vacation this summer. Member FDIC. Today's date is Monday, July 16th. Trustmark Bank time, 8:18. The current temperature, 74. The Bruton area weather. Scattered thunderstorms today, high near 92. Scattered thunderstorms and warm tonight, low near 75. Thank you for calling.
Well, there you have it.
Well, okay. Scattered thunderstorms. Chevy Ann says no further info on the bridge.
I've said it many times. I love the Boss Radio. I listen to it every morning when I get up. That's usually the last thing I listen to before I go to bed at night. And I've loved the way you've worked in some different people in the community on the voiceovers for the station identification. You had there's one with Chevy Ann and Jesse J and Kinsley. I heard the girls from the bank at First Exchange Bank doing one. I thought that was really cool.
There's one with me, you, and Chevy Ann.
I haven't heard that one.
There's one of those. There's one of I think. Well, there's a few, but
I'm not trying to create more work for you. If anybody in the Drive Time family would want to maybe be a voiceover, we might can line up a time to meet here one afternoon and get some.
Yes, any of you guys or gals or anybody in the Drive Time fan that would like to do one of the voiceovers on the Boss,
that'd be great.
Message me or DJ, and we can set it up and we can make it happen.
Your part of it will take about 2 minutes.
Yeah, literally. I mean, that's it. LaShonda, Chevy Ann says she wants to be a judge in the barbecue contest. Chevy Ann, now let me tell you something. Chevy Ann can't, she does pretty good for a non-swimmer. Said she can't swim.
Does she float pretty good?
Well, I'm just saying she done pretty good for a non-swimmer. She swam pretty good. I mean, so she did. I mean, yeah, listen, man, this ain't, the Dirty 30, we got it. Talking about the time thing.
Yeah.
LaShonda, we got you another judge right there. So there you go. Kay Luttrell, good morning to you. I do want to say this. If you'd like to do, if you'd like to do a voiceover, let us know. Any of the businesses in town, any of the people in town, let us know. We will, would love to have you. And we want everybody to show up at the Fisher Center for the block party, July 20th. We're going to be there.
We're going to be there.
Live streaming, doing like what we're supposed to do, having a great time. We're going to have the drone in there. We're going to be doing a lot of things. We're going to be eating some barbecue. Maybe not DJ. DJ's still a little out on the on the barbecue.
I'm not there yet.
That barbecue is pretty good. Get to
that would be good.
Get Tony to do a "You shut up and keep listening." Well, I can actually do that already.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. How about this one?
I thought I'd get a little compassion and sympathy from y'all.
That'd probably be a good one. Or this one.
I topped this hill and there was a monkey. I'm telling you, it was a monkey.
But my favorite, if we do one, I've thought about this. I just know Jessica's going to kill me.
Catch me outside. How about that?
You better be glad she's an hour away.
I love that one, man. That is my favorite of all time. Sean Moore, good morning. Megan Ferrer, Jessica Modoc, Beverly Blackman, Lisa McGraw, good morning to you. So again, we're going to do, any of y'all that want to participate in that, let us know. We got a lot of things going on, a lot of things we're working on, a lot of things we're trying to get to make happen. And maybe even some more people. Yeah, Manasco's done several voiceovers, and he's going to do some more. Hopefully. I'm not trying to tax him, but I guess I am. So,
Ron just took his boys to T-Town, getting them set off on their collegiate career. Tucker and Tanner, two good boys. They're going to do big things.
Well, I can tell you what, I know where his pocketbook is going to be for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but
I think one of them, and I'm not sure which one, is actually going to be a member of the $1 Million Band.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I think that's right.
I'll tell you what. I want to congratulate Coach Andrew Williams.
Yes.
I saw a post that you made.
Yeah.
He is coaching the South team of the North-South All-Stars.
Yep.
This what is that? This coming up week?
It'll be. I think the game's actually on Thursday, maybe.
Okay.
But it's later in the week. But Jacoby and Morgan are both going to play in that.
Yeah.
So, nice honor for them, and wish them well in those efforts towards the end of the week.
Yeah. How about that? July 29th, Spanish Fort, Bluegill, Velcro Pygmies.
Wouldn't it be something if we emptied out and went down there? I mean, if the Dirty 30 showed up in full force and took the Bluegill over?
Yeah.
July 29th. You never know.
That would be good. Look at there. Tan for trumpet, Ron said.
Okay. Tanner will be playing the trumpet in the $1 Million Band.
Playing that trumpet.
There he is. I wonder if I could get my golf cart down to Spanish Fort.
I'll tell you what. I'm willing to film it if you're willing to try it.
No. I'm not going to.
How about that? Lisa says she does an awesome Pee Wee Herman voice impersonation.
Well, then we have to have it.
Okay. The one thing we have not talked about, and we're going to talk about real quick, is the lip sync challenge video.
Yes. It's coming. Get ready.
We have decided on what the lip sync challenge video song is going to be. And we think that it should be pretty good. Now, that's our opinion. But
epic. It is.
Don't you think so?
Yes. It's gonna be a grand slam.
I mean, I don't know that. I mean, I've seen a lot of them now. A lot of them. People keep sharing them. They keep talking about doing this and doing that. And look, we had over 200 comments on that post. Great song choices, okay? Not saying anything about that at all. I mean, some just great song choices. But we kind of kicked back and we thought, well, what's the one thing that we all are and we always talk about here is family. The Dirty 30 family.
All of us.
And when I put that hashtag BMP for the Dirty 30, that was kind of a throwback to an old school thing that was something along the lines of USA for something. And, you know, who knows? But I'm thinking that it may start out something like this right here, DJ. Now, my question is we've already said who Kenny Rogers is.
Yeah.
Who's the boss?
I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world...
All right, so there you go. Y'all get ready, because I'm telling you, we're going to want the whole Dirty 30 involved on what we're going to do.
All of us.
Everybody.
We're all going to do one.
Love you, sis. We want everybody involved from the Dirty 30 on this project.
Much more details to follow, but there will be an opportunity for everybody. We welcome everybody.
Everybody that wants to be a part of this can be a part of this, and we're going to give everybody that opportunity. And I think when we get done with this video, we're going to show people what a real lip sync video is.
We're going to show the world what we are, and that is the greatest community in the world.
That's right.
I'm just telling you, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait.
It's going to take we're going to break the internet.
And I'm with Jesse James. I know who Cyndi Lauper is going to be also.
I do too. So,
it's going to be great.
We are, it's going to be a big time. So if any of y'all
Who's going to be Quincy Jones?
I think I'm going to take that role. Number one, because I want to be able to say for at least, 8 minutes that I, directed that. Number two, I want to say I was the one to put Thriller together.
There you go.
I just don't have the bank account to go with it, but I wish I did.
That's going to be great.
So y'all get ready. For those of y'all that don't know what we're talking about, look it up.
We're going to have it set up to where it works for people's different work schedules. It's going to be easy. All you have to do is be a willing participant, and that's it.
And it's going to be big. It's going to be big. We're going to make it work, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody involved, because that's what we're all about. That's what we do. And, I mean, if we don't do anything else, we're always going to do that.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah. I think we got to get out of here, DJ. It's about 8:30. We're going to get started a little earlier tomorrow. We just had some things we had to set back up this morning, so you want to take it out for us?
It is great to be back in Drive Time. Thanks to all of you who came in and were a part of it this morning. Hope you have a great day, a great week. And the good Lord willing, we will see y'all again in the morning. Thank you to Jim Peach Motors and Pete Chevrolet for making Drive Time possible. Y'all have a good one. We love y'all.
Listening to Drive Time with DJ and KJ. Brought to you by Bossman Productions. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WBOSS, The Boss.